welcome back to another episode of today's 5-ish minute video with a coin flip for an extra minute. We're going to talk with our host ChatGPT and have them make their 5 predictions for the future. Put 5 minutes on the clock. Let's get going. Hey ChatGPT, we got 5 minutes. I want you to make your 5 boldest predictions for the future. All right, let's see what they got to say. Not that I would trust them. I was going to ask them if they've ever seen Terminator and see what their thoughts about that. But maybe we could say that afterwards if we got a little time. All right, let's see what they say. AI becomes invisible. In 10 years, AI won't feel like a separate thing. It'll just be in everything. Your fridge, your shoes, your glasses, so baked in that you stop even noticing it. Damn, I feel like that's probably already happening and we didn't even realize how long they've been using it. It's just become more on the forefront. And as long as, maybe they don't take over the world, I don't know. That's pretty sketchy. Let me know what you guys think. Let's read these other ones. All right, let's see. All right, we're at a minute where I can slow my horses a little bit. I don't know. What do you think about that it becomes invisible? I hope that it becomes something that works hand in hand with people, not taking over, per se tasks that we should be doing. And I think that are essential to our biological benefit, whatever the hell that means. All right, no more passwords. Biometrics and blockchains kill the login screen. Face, voice, and heartbeat, your body is the key. Interesting. I'm down for it, especially with these scans, but how safe is this system? And can AI replicate, faces and other things to get through these blockchains? But that's a pretty interesting one. All right, we're just getting close to 2 minutes. Mars has a Starbucks. Wow. Not saying it's a good business plan, but by 2040, some brands plant a flag on Mars just for PR. The first latte on another planet will 100% happen. I'm liking these bold predictions. I did not think that this is the direction that Chatty was going to go with this, but I'm here for it. And that is some marketing right there. I can already see, I don't think it's going to be Starbucks. I think that's more of like a Dunkin' Donuts move, if I'm being honest. I think, maybe they might have it where Ben Affleck does the commercial and he takes a rip at Matt Damon for, doing the Martian thing. And it's going to be a Dunkin' Donuts on Mars commercial, and they might use AI to fake it and it won't even be real. Maybe one day it will be, but maybe we're moving on. We're not as far into the future as we think. All right, 2:45 coming up. Movies become choose your own. Streaming platforms let you decide endings in real time. One movie, dozens of possible paths. Directors hate it, but audiences eat it up. You know what? I think that this one's not going to happen because I don't think people know what they want, and people want to be surprised. And if you get to pick the ending, then you know the ending. People are watching movies to sit back and relax, to be taken on a journey, not go on that journey themselves. They've got enough problems figuring out their life, and maybe they don't. And if you're not, please help me out and anybody else who's struggling. But I think people want to be guided, and that's why those VR videos didn't stick, because we want you to pick your frame. That's what your expertise is, and we lean into that expertise. We don't, go see paintings to paint ourselves. We want to see someone else's interpretation of the world, and when we get to control the entire narrative, there's no message to be betrayed. And I think that that's an essential part of movie making that you're overlooking, ChatGPT. So this is the first one that I've been like, I don't think that one's going to happen, but you're trying to be bold. All right, we got a little bit over a minute left. All right, the new billionaire rush isn't tech, it's climate. The world's first trillionaire makes it by solving water scarcity or carbon capture. Whoever cracks that code prints money and saves the planet. The only thing that is, possibly in the way is, will they let this person have that sort of monopoly over it? Because I see this with this one guy who's creating an alternative for gas. He uses plastics and trash and breaks them down and converts it into petrol gasoline. and is able to power cars. And I think that like people are going after him and stuff like that. And it's sketchy and it's sad that people who are, out to advance the world are, attacked because they stand a threat to these big monopolies making money. Stop the clock. I got 10 minutes. I'm not going to push and I'm not going overtime. You guys got far too big of a lead. I'm falling behind. I need to put some points on the clock. So that's 10 seconds back in my score. Let's flip a clock. Let's flip and to see if we get another 10 or another 1 minute. Here I go again. The 10 minutes. That was a high flip. Tails. Sorry guys, this is over. That was the 5 bold predictions. What are your 5 bold predictions? And what do you think of what ChatGPT is saying? Were any of them on target or way off? Let me know. We'll catch you on another episode of